out this house. Yeah, I was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Buying time to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Trying to improvise. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Cousins on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 33 yards that time. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they're... There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Dolphins. Devontae Adams. 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 39 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That is caught by Thielen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That went into the hands of Adams downfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On play action. Now Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Cousins. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Rodgers over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 64 yards. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A 1st down throw for Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself.
And now here is another interception. picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the right side, this is Taylor. Dances by him, and he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Allen's got it, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And they take a knee. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Miami, their good start continues as they